Hi, boys and girls. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started on some Tuesday math. We are going to be focusing this week mostly on missing part equations because that's probably one of the trickiest types of equations that we do in first grade. We spent a lot of time on this, mostly like right before and right after Christmas. But with everything going on, I think it's a good idea for us to practice these tricky equations again, just to get you guys extra ready for second grade. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is share my screen with you. Now, for some reason, the um, the pages we're going to be working on, they will not allow me to draw on the screen. I practiced so many times and it just did not want to let me do it. So that's okay. You'll just have to follow along extra close. All right, guys, if you don't mind pausing the video and going to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, go ahead and do that now. And then when you come back, we will get started. So, friends, what we're going to be practicing today is let's use subtraction to find the missing number in addition equations. So, look at this equation, and we can see easily that there's a number missing here. One of the add-ins is not here. So we're going to use a part whole model to see if we can figure out that missing number. All right, so let's read the equation together. 5 plus blank equals 6. Now remember, friends, the number that comes after my equal sign, that's going to be my whole, right? Because these are my two parts that we're putting together to make the whole. So go ahead and draw yourself a part whole model with your whole number at the top and your two parts at the bottom. I know we've seen them differently as well. We see them sometimes where the whole is on the side and the two parts come out to the left or right side. But this is how we're going to do it today. They're both the same thing. So if we know that 6 is the number after the equal sign, we know that's going to be my big daddy whole. So I want you to go ahead and write a 6. Write a 6 in this top circle, the whole. All right, when you're done with that, let's look at our add-ins or our parts, our two parts that are going to come together. We know one of them, we're not sure what it is, right? It's blank, but we are sure that one of those parts is what? 5. So let's go ahead and in one of these part circles, let's go ahead and write a 5. 5. All right, this one's going to be empty because it's our blank one. We don't know what this other part is. So this is the strategy we're going to use to figure out that part. There are lots of different strategies you can use, and we've practiced drawing a picture, flipping it into a different kind of equation, right? So that's actually what we're going to do today. We're going to use subtraction to solve for the missing number. So we're going to write a subtraction equation to match the addition equation up here. So I know when I flip-flop an equation to try to find an unknown, I'm going to start with my big daddy whole. So I'm going to write my 6 first. I'm going to write 6 minus, what's the only number that I know? 5. 6 minus 5 equals, and go ahead and solve that and see if you can find that missing part. I know my whole number was 6. If I take away the part that I do know, the part that's left is going to be my missing part. All right, you should have gotten 1. Go ahead and write that. Check your equation. 6 minus 5 equals 1. You can pause the video if you need to continue writing. I'm going to scroll down to the next one. All right, guys, we're doing the same exact thing. This one might be a little different just because my parts are, the known part is flip-flopped, but that's okay. So let's look at the equation and complete the number bond, and we're going to use a symbol for the unknown this time. So instead of just this empty line, you could draw a question mark or an X, something that symbolizes that we don't know what that is. So go ahead and write that out. Blank or X or question mark plus 3 equals 6. All right, what's my big daddy whole number? Remember, it's the number after the equal sign. Good, 6, because I know this is one of my parts because I'm adding it to something else. So my whole number, my whole here is 6. So go ahead and do a 6 at top, and then look at my two parts. What's the part that I do know? 3. So you can go ahead and do a 3 right here. And if you want to do a question mark or an X or something right here to show that you don't know what it is, you're welcome to, or you can leave it blank in the part whole model. All right, so we're going to use subtraction to solve for the missing number, this missing part. So remember, when we flip to subtraction, we always start with our big daddy whole. So 6 right here, 6 minus, what part do I know? 3. 6 minus 3. And then what's my answer? If I have 6 and I take away 3, what's left? 3. Very good. So make sure you have that. 6 minus 3 equals 3. And you can go ahead and fill in your missing part. That's a 3. That's a 3. Good job, guys. All right, I want you to try this one by yourself. You need to pause the video right here. Go ahead and do that. And I want to see if you can figure out this one. Same thing, guys. Write your big daddy whole in the top circle. Write down the part that you do know in the part circle. And then see if you can flip-flop this equation into a subtraction equation to solve for the missing part. Make sure you have a grown-up take a picture of your work. I want to see how you do. And then try this one. Same exact thing. All right, guys. Can't wait to see your super hard work today. Miss you tons.